standing outside a cave here, and I was just filming the book of Enoch. I'm going through the book of Enoch verse by verse, along with a few others. One of them is the book of Joshua. And part of going through the book of Joshua, God really put it on my heart to really be obedient to preparing for a time of tribulation, because I believe as Americans, we're not even kind of prepared for a hard time. A lot of people, electricity goes out, they'll be eating their pets in like a day. People in America are not at all prepared for hard things. People just lay down and die if they can't go to McDonald's. So I believe it is important as the remnant, as the saints, to be prepared physically. Because there's a war, there's a real war referred to as the War of the Saints. It's the most referenced thing in the book of Revelation. When Christ returns, as we go through the book of Revelation, another book we're going through verse by verse, what we see is that there's this war. There's wickedness of the earth, of the watchers, the demons that Enoch talks about, and they are trying to corrupt the earth. And they're trying to stop Jesus' reign on this earth. So they're promoting and upholding the Antichrist and warring against anybody who does not worship that Antichrist. And that would be then bring about the war of the saints, a time of tribulation, 3.5 years of tribulation. So how in the world could you be prepared for 3.5 years of tribulation when you can't even make it 48 hours with the electricity going off? That's the importance of what it is we're doing. And I'm trying to make this video because I've reached a place in my walk in this, is that I've hit like a wall. Like, I don't feel like I could give it anymore. I feel like I've kind of hit this place where, you know, I'm having to really work hard to motivate myself to get into a lot of these jujitsu classes and get out and exercise, because it's hard. It's really hard. And I kind of want to just be honest and open about that, because this is a journey for me. I said at the beginning of going through the book of Joshua that it'd take 3 or 4 years to go through it. And the entire time I'm just to be working out, preparing, prepping, training with my gun, training in jujitsu, getting to know the remnant better, doing all these things to prepare to be part of the War of the Saints. But I'm just hitting a wall. Like, how long can a person be this motivated? So what I'm looking for is I'm looking for strength from God. I can't do this on my own, and I know this to be so. And so my prayer is that he just put in my heart and my soul this desire to be strong for him, not for me, but for him. That way, whenever there's a time for strong men and women to stand up for the things of God, I can be one of them. That's my goal, is to be one of them. And that ideally I'm stronger at 60 than I was at 40, and stronger at 70 than I was at 30. But here I am, I'm like 3 months in, and I'm already I'm exhausted. I'm just exhausted. And it's hard to get motivated as well, you know, to go to these classes that are hardcore. You know, at least I'm going to get beat up. You know, maybe after a few years I could do some beating up, but in the meantime, I'm just getting beat up. And I'm working hardcore, you know, on top of it. So it's hard to get motivated to go do that thing. So I'm drawing from the goodness of God, the richness of God, and the strength from God to just break through that point where you're just, how much more can I take? Just break through and get more done. So I just want to be honest and vulnerable with you and just kind of share what I'm going through. I pray that as we go through the book of Joshua, that you're continuing with me, that you're preparing as well to be a part of this, the army of the living God and the War of the Saints. It's an important thing, and you just can't get off your recliner and go be a part of the army of the saints. So I think it's important we prepare while we can, and that's what this is about. But it's hard. It's hard. Time to break through, trying to get past that, to make this more not like I'm working hard, but this is just a way of life, is where I'm trying to get to. So, but it's tough. I don't want to backslide. I want to just keep driving forward. So maybe that's really all I'm doing, is just talking this through for accountability reasons. I don't know. But anyhow, keep with me, keep digging through, work out, get stronger, prepare in your way, whatever that looks like. Any thoughts or insight, put it below. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. Feel called to support this channel with Patreon. That link is also below. But the most important part of this channel is we take prayer requests. So please don't ever hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, love guns. The way that gun channels are interacting with Google and YouTube is affecting us, and it's affecting our ability to be able to produce content. So I want to take a moment and just ask you, support us on Patreon, where a lot of the content we can't put here is going, and it supports this ministry.